Hello everyone and welcome to SpartanGaming Plays The Room 3. As per usual, this is the sequel, funny enough, to The Room 2. So, if you remember correctly, after The Room 2, you escape from the mysterious AS. You escape from his house. After the null implodes, I guess you could say. Implode is a good word? Yeah, it's destroyed by the null. So yeah, this is based on like a couple of years after, I think might be a couple of years. But something, yeah, this is based after Room 2 anyway. Sometime after. So yeah, I'll start a new game and we'll talk after the introduction. But yeah, so we're on a train. As per usual, we have to go for the tutorial. Because apparently this game needs a tutorial. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. But yeah, as you can see, if you've not played the Room 1 or 2, I suggest you don't watch this video because yeah, it has massive spoilers. Plus, it's a continuation, so you'll be like, "What the fuck's going on?" But yeah, this game to me is way too long. The first game can be completed in like less than an hour if you're just running through it. The second game can be done in like maybe an hour and a half, maybe even less. This game, it could clock up to between 4 to maybe even as long as, say, 6 to 8. 8's like a massive push, depending on how slow you go through the game. But yeah, this game is much bigger. For me personally, I think it drags on a bit too much. I'll explain why. In the first and second game, the puzzles are based on small areas, or you could say boxes. This game is based in like a hub world where you are free to explore, like, say, mansion. I think it's called 𝘱𝘍𝘍 you go to. And it can get very confusing on where to go near the ending of the game. This game has 4 endings. So yeah, you can see it just tends to, yeah, it tends to drag its feet near the ending of the near the end of the game. Getting all 4 endings is not necessarily easy. Sometimes you may have to look online for hints how to unlock maybe one of the endings. I know one of them's a pain in the arse to get, but I'll get them all in this because I know how to get them. So yeah. Anyway, enough babbling. Let's get to it, shall we? So we have a journal in this one, which is very good. The only thing I hated in number 1 and 2 is you didn't have a journal. So you was picking up notes left by AS. And yeah, this guy was just a voiceless and a writtenless protagonist, which, yeah. But this one actually has a journal, so we can actually see more inside the mind of the character, which is very good. So, let me just not read that for now. Oh yeah, I remember that dude. So, the main, I don't know, you'd maybe call him a antagonist. He's called the Craftsman. Yeah, he's called the Craftsman, and he's your main. I'm not gonna say adversary. He's just a guy who puts it to 𝘱𝘍𝘍𝘮 and stuff. It gets very confusing because the game after this, which is called Old Sins, I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with the Craftsman. And then the VR game is the final of the series, which has the Craftsman in it. So number 4 is like a wild card. But yeah, let's read this, shall we? July 5th. I wish that fucking tutorial would go away. It says AS is gone. His entire house is gone. I dare not recount all that I saw. I'd rather that I was insane and that those infernal boxes were but a figment of my fevered mind. I should never have ignored you. If only I had come sooner. If only I had not come at all. Yeah. So this guy, yeah, he's having nightmares. I've awoken from nightmare. With the nightmare, but I am forever haunted by it. I submerged myself in my work as if to drown the memories, but it is no use. The null calls to me in my sleep and seizes any unoccupied moment to fill my thoughts with unbidden. I am marked. It's not the best, is it? I've continued to petition the Royal Institute. There is something about their denials that does not sit with me. Their instances is too shrill and determined to cover something as innocent as ignorance. A breakthrough. As Royal Institute rebuffed me once more, an undersecretary with a drawn lid. Can't read. With a drawn look, slid a packet into my jacket pocket as they passed. They refused to meet my eye as they hurried away. The packet included a page torn from the map of the south coast with an island circled. I'll leave on the first train. So yeah, protagonist is haunted by the null. He's marked by it now. He will forever be haunted by it. And some random dude slipped him a little note, and then is off to an island in the, I think it's central England. Yeah, if someone pick up this book, they think this guy's fucking loopy. Yeah. So yeah, it said Craftsman dropped us a weird box and a key. I have a key, but there's no keyhole on the box. The wooden surface looks strange. It is kind of like, it's got like that petrol in water sort of texture. I should get the eyepiece from my suitcase. Still got satisfying clicks. Hey, there's oh, you can't click on anything. That's absurd. Margaret Cox was the seance woman. Miss Margaret Cox, trained by the Great Khan himself. No remains found. Elusive owner missing. That's manor house destroyed. That's AS's house. You can kind of read that, but it's so tiny for my on the screen I can't. So a manor has been destroyed in a, I don't know, I can't read anymore, sorry. I could maybe put a magnifying glass on the screen, maybe that might help. Sometimes the eyepiece can be used to see things that are otherwise hidden. Thanks, expeditionist. I'd rather read these newspaper clippings. Why would they add clippings of newspapers and not give the option to read them? Seems pretty weird. Boom. Again, the eyepiece has changed yet again for some reason. Like if you're haunted by the node, dude, you shouldn't really be fiddling around with it, should you? You should just be forgetting about it. I mean, obviously you can't if it's haunting him, but still. That is a cool ass box. Like how? Like, can you imagine how long it would take somebody to design this box to do that? Like with just, it would be nigh impossible with just like 4 pulleys, surely. So this is an engraved pyramid with Elpis on. Oh, great. And now we've been sucked into the null again. Oh, what happened? Where am I? Where do you think you are, mate? You're in some kind of weird, janky prison. So yeah, these weird, look how good that texture is in that box. Or pyramid, sorry. Yeah, these are like keys you need to collect. Yeah, these are what you're collecting in this game. In the second game, you were collecting those weird red like crystals. In this game, you're collecting pyramids because why the fuck not? But yeah, let's do this. This is creepy. Like, I don't like looking into shit like this because someone's gonna jump at your face. But that dude right there is the craftsman. Still don't know what his bloody problem is. It's all I know is that he makes a lot of the he makes like all these instruments and puzzles that are in this. I think this area is called Greyholm. Oh, hold on. I thought he had a journal. Did he? Yeah, I thought he took the journal with him. Huh. Oh, mate, I was wrong. It would be nice. A little journal up here on the top left. Just to write little notes down of what he's thinking. Oh, why is that such a problem? You were warned not to look for me, but you would not listen, and it has become necessary for me to find you. Welcome to Greyholm, the seat of my ancestors. Seldom few visitors have walked these halls. Fewer still have walked free of them. Oh, great. So we're in like a prison. In the past, I have drawn my subjects from the greatest mind of history. Each played their part, but none outlived it. The null wraps its bonds around all except you. Because I escaped it, basically. This guy, so from what this note's saying to me, is that this dude is abducted a load of people and fed up to the null. Because, why the fuck not? But yeah, he's a baddie, just in case you didn't realize. It was a mistake to try and keep you away. I see now that I have great need of you. If you can prove yourself worthy, your first task is to find something that will aid you in your trials ahead. Find it or never leave this room, and I will have gone to great efforts in vain. The Craftsman. That is, again, a really sexy handwriting. I think I commented in when I was playing the House of Da Vinci. I commented about the text in that. It was cursive, but it was like super like. It was very, very small writing. It was super difficult to read. This to me is very cursive. I think that's what cursive is. This weird, like, very old English like handwriting. I could be wrong. It's nice handwriting. It's easy to read, and it looks posh. It's very nice. So yeah, let's activate our eyeball. The power of flight, the well of knowledge. My face is silent without my hands. The poor have me, the rich need me. The power of flight, the well of knowledge. So as you can see, these are hints. If we turn these, it should produce images. It's I can't remember what that's called. It's a toy, isn't it? You put the sticks in each hand, and then you use a string to spin the weird like hourglass thing in the middle. I had to have one of these. I'm more modern than when I was a wee baby. A needle, a pocket watch, a candle, a bone, and a paintbrush. So the hint is, oops, let me click on that. So the poor have me, the rich need me. What could that be? Let's have a look. Cup. Is that a pipe? Butterfly. What the hell is that? Is that like a carving tool? A whistle. Nothing. And a cup again. So obviously the answer is nothing. The poor have nothing and the rich need nothing. Easy. Second one. My face is silent without my hands. That's obviously a clock. Come on now. Anyone with a brain would know that. This one is the power of flight, the well of knowledge. Glasses. That's obviously that. The power of flight is obviously a feather or a bird, and the well of knowledge is obviously ink, because it is an inkwell, isn't it? Hey, it's quite painful to watch how you blunder to and fro. To and fro, you cheeky bastard. Half blinded by those crude lenses you stumbled upon. Allow me to pry the scales from your eyes. These are the instruments of a craftsman. They will allow you to see the universe as it truly is and reach into the unseen infinity of space that surrounds us. The craftsman. He made us some new eye pieces or eye lenses. Ooh. Ooh, so satisfying, that clickers. There's something strange on this door. So yeah, this is the new thing you can do in the room 3 is you can click on these weird crystals. These are like the same crystals that we found in the second game. They were like red gems. But yeah, you can click on these interactable like crystal thing and you can zoom into an object. So we can see the tumbler locks on this key on the door. Which is very cool. And you move these around, and obviously the solution is to put them all in the same place. Normally arrow keyworks. Click. But yeah, we'll be using that quite a lot in this game. That's your new power, because you could say. A very elaborate door. Double click to go through the doorway. So, as you can see, there's something here. This is something we do later on in the game, so don't worry about that just yet. It's we'll forget about it for now. So this area is I would call it the hub world. This is the hub. Each one of these doorways leads to a different part of the Grey home, or we could say castle. This castle sounds cooler. And yeah, instead of going from chapter to chapter, you're in this one castle, and you go through different doorways that unlock different parts of the castle. It can get confusing near the late ending of the game. Well, maybe 3/4 in, because all these doors are unlocked, and you may be just wandering around what the hell you're supposed to do. The hints don't exactly help. I mean, they're kind of helpful, but at the same time, they're not very helpful. They can be very undescriptive. Depends how you can read between the lines, but yeah. I'll turn them off because I'm a tough guy. Anyway, the key to the null will be forged here. I've given you the first piece. For safety, the remaining 4 I hold separately. Retrieve them and bring them to this font. Only then can you fulfill your destiny. So basically, he's using us to find said pyramids, which we put here. You notice that the black goo that is around this like well is the same goo from the second game. Would you call it maybe the null in like a physical form? Thanks, weird mysterious black goo. Looks like venom. And it would just sit there now, spinning around in an endless loop. So this is obviously to unlock this door, but can we go anywhere else? So that's where we came from. I didn't know clicking on that would actually take me into the door. That's kind of frustrating. There's a door here, which we can't get into just yet. There's another one here. We can't really click on anything there. And there's one here as well. So obviously the solution is to go forward, which seems to only be yeah. This isn't too hard. You just have to make the symbol using all these. It's not difficult at all. You just have to like match all this with all these. So we've got an owl. We need a cricket. That's what we're missing on this. So you're looking for a picture that has a cricket in it. Oh no, you're not. Cricket's already there, you dumbass. Okay, so it's not the cricket. So we've got the owl, we've got the yellow. That one. Or that one. Definitely need that one. Huh. That's the first one. 2 stars. Oh, I see. Oh, I was reading that wrong. It's these 2 make this. Okay. I just assumed it was all these make this. No wonder I've always winged this puzzle. I played this game multiple times and I never really realised. Huh, what go me? I do like learning new shit. So we need a rat. Which is that one? Which matches this. And this is line across. Green snake needs to be in the bottom corner like that. Nice. That little lag that he does there, I can't stop that at all. What is this place? I have to find a way out. Yeah, that little, like, that freeze. Yeah, I don't know how to stop it. It only does it on the PC version for me. It's annoying. So this here is a separate puzzle. From what I remember on I played this originally on a tablet, an Android tablet, and this is linked to the actual time on the tablet itself. And it has to be a specific time, like in real time, and it's yeah. You don't know the time just yet. I think you found a plaque. You put this plaque here, and it tells you a number. Then you have to wait for this to go to that number. So if it's like 1830, then you have to wait in real time for it to be 6:30. Obviously with a tablet or a phone, you can just change the time accordingly. But I don't know how it works for the PC. Yeah, I don't. I've not. To be honest, I've not really played this game on the PC. This is like the first time I played it. So yeah. So this is new to me as well. I have run through a few of the levels, but not got all the endings. As you discover on your little adventures, contained within the null is the power to transfer matter across space and time. I've watched you across leagues and centuries, just as some less individuals might cross the street. But what of light years? What of eons? You have barely even begun to tap its potential. I have charted the world not unlike our own, yet incredibly distant. It is the source of the null. I have measured it, even seen it, but I cannot reach it, not without your help. But first I must teach you how, and you must prove capable of learning. So the null is on another planet, basically, or another dimension, I guess you could say, and he wants our help. But as you know from the original thing, is it's using us to feed us to the null, like he did with everybody else. He gets people that are smart, and then uses them to unlock specific parts of the mana or whatever, and then he just not kill them. I mean, they are potentially dead, aren't they? He gets sucked up by the null. But AS was he killed himself, from what we've seen. He was the skeleton, wasn't he, in the second game? Instead of being absorbed by the null, he was he was skeletonized. So let's have a look around, shall we? Oh, can't open this. Can't open this because I don't have a key. There's something here, which obviously can't interact. Why I can't interact with anything? That's weird. It normally should say something like, "Oh, I need a handle for this." Yeah, it's not doing anything. Maybe because it wants us to do this puzzle. These puzzles are way too many of these. There's one of these for like every bloody room. So you have to match the... I think you have to turn all the lights on. As you can see, can't do enough with this. So I think the game wants us to do this. The handle's locked in place, yes. So as you can see, tracing the wires, you need to power it first with this. As you can see, that powers the fuses. Yeah, I don't know. I can get. I just don't understand it. My brain's too stupid. There we go. We can use this now. There we go. Okay. Now we can turn these on. Boop the button. And then we're given this here. This is simple. All you need to do is match the wavelength. Which is not too difficult. And it shoots out a laser beam. I think your boy would realize not to enter doors with tentacles around the outside.